Hey Illini fans, and welcome to this week's episode of The Eye. I'm your host, Nia Crittenden. Let's get started with the Illini Rewind. Due to their outstanding performance this past weekend, Illinois women's gymnastics freshman Nicole Biondi is our Prairie Farms Performer of the Week. Biondi was named Big Ten Co-Freshman of the Week. She won the floor and all-around titles on Sunday in her team's tri-meet at home in Huff Hall, where they faced Lindenwood and Bowling Green. She's the first Illini to win a Big Ten Weekly Award in 2018. February was filled with tons of achievement in Illinois athletics. Lauren Mirage joins us with last month's top moments.
The month of February brought some great success in Illinois athletics, and with great success comes great moments. Here's a look back at some of our favorite moments in the month of February. On February 2nd, 6 Illini women's gymnasts had career-high performances in a win over Iowa. Seniors Bridget Hoden and Jordan Givens had career bests in vault and bars respectively. Illinois men's basketball upset the Nebraska Cornhuskers on February 18th with a close win in front of a sellout crowd at the State Farm Center. LaRon Black had a career-high 28 points. The Illinois women's tennis team hit a program-high record on February 20th when it was named the number 5 team in the ITA team rankings. On February 24th, Bobby Baker helped push the Illinois men's gymnastics team with a win over Michigan and set a school record with a 13.750 score on floor exercise. And with just a few days into the month of March, Illinois athletics has already had some huge accomplishments. Isaiah Martinez became the first ever Illini to win 4 Big Ten wrestling titles. John Davis was named the Indoor Midwest Region Track Athlete of the Year, and Alex Brown defeated 2 top 30 ITA opponents. Now it'll definitely be exciting to see what the rest of the month has to offer us. Back to you, Naya.
After the break, we'll get to know one of the Illini freshmen of the men's tennis team.
It's hard not to be a fan of a credit card that gives you more while saving you money every single day. The Illini Visa Rewards Card, available only through U of I Community Credit Union.
The Illinois men's tennis team is currently ranked number 6 in the NCAA. In this week's athlete profile, Olivia Schmidt covers one of the standout freshmen.
Thanks, Naya. I'm Olivia Schmidt here with this week's athlete profile. One athlete that stood out for the Fighting Illini this past weekend is men's tennis player Alex Brown. Alex Brown was named the Big Ten Men's Tennis Athlete of the Week, his second award this season. He is now ranked a career-high 50 in singles. The Urbandale, Iowa native went 4-0 this weekend as the number 6 Illini saw 2 wins against TCU and Virginia. In singles play, the freshman took down 2 top 30 opponents at the number 2 and number 3 positions, clinching both team wins for the orange and blue. He also currently has a 4-match winning streak in doubles. Brown and the Fighting Illini will hit the road to take on Northwestern on Friday. The first serve is set for 7 p.m. Naya, that's all for this week's athlete profile. Back to you.
With 8 teams in top 25 rankings, there's a lot coming up and a lot to look forward to this weekend. Tori McTeague joins us with this week's Illini Preview.
Thanks, Naya. Now let's take a look at what's to come this week in Illinois athletics. This Thursday, the women's swimming and diving team will be competing in the NCAA Zone Championship in Columbus, Ohio. Men's tennis will travel to Evanston on Friday to compete against Northwestern. They recently defeated the TCU Horned Frogs 5-2 and the Virginia Cavaliers 4-3. Make sure to look out for John Davis this weekend, as he was recently named the Midwest Region Track Athlete of the Year. Him and the rest of the men's track and field team will be competing in the NCAA Indoor Championship both Friday and Saturday, taking place in Chicago Station, Texas. Women's softball will make their way to Starkville, Mississippi this weekend to compete in the Mississippi State Tournament. This Friday, men's gymnastics will take on both UIC and Air Force at Huff Hall. The team recently finished 4th at the Stanford Invite. Illinois baseball made it on the top 25 rankings in the Collegiate Baseball newspaper for the first time since 2015. The baseball team will take on Furman University and Michigan State this weekend in Greenville, South Carolina. Women's tennis will be competing at home this weekend. They'll be playing against Indiana on Saturday and Purdue on Sunday. Women's gymnastics took first in their meet last Sunday at Huff Hall and will now make their way to Chicago this Sunday to compete in the State of Illinois Classic. That's this week's preview. Naya, back to you.
And that's all I have for this week's episode of The Eye. Make sure to check back next week for more updates in Illinois athletics.